Hello friends, this is Rajul Suthar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, Bard, Gandhinagar. In Object-Oriented Programming of your fourth semester subject, uh, let me discuss the next portion, that is the Java identifier. In previous lecture, we already discussed what do we mean by Java, what is the object, and some of the installation step of Java. What do you mean by Java virtual machine? Java virtual machine is an interpreter. JVM is a main component of Java programming language and make the Java to platform independence and give the language. So in this session, let me discuss the Java identifier. What do you mean by identifier? Identifier are the name given to different that is user defined things like variable, constants, function, classes, object, structure and union. While making this identifier, we need to follow some rules. Which are the rules? Like the identifier can consist of alphabets, digit and special symbol. Underscore and dollar we can use for special symbol. Identifier cannot start with digit. It can start either with the alphabet or underscore or dollar sign. It cannot contain any special symbols except the underscore and dollar sign. Blank space are also not allowed for identifier. It cannot be a keyword. So keyword is totally different from identifier. What do you mean by keywords? Keywords are some special words that have the predefined meaning of Java compiler. Hence, this keyword cannot be used as identifier. Keywords are the set of word which are reserved for the certain operation and hence also the sometime refer the reserve keyword. Like in the program we have write the break, byte, case, catch, characters, class, constant, continue, go to, float, final, extend, else, do, default, if else, integer, long, new, package, short, return, public, private, through, try, void and while, super, switch, synchronize, all are keywords. Here in the programming language, identifier used for identification purpose. In the Java, identifier can be class name, method name, variable name or label. Here example is given like public class test, name of the program or name of the class is test. Public static void main string argument as integer a is equal to 20 and body of the program is completed. Whenever we write the body, so it start with the curly bracket and end also with the curly bracket, and make the habit to work like this. Means first bracket and inside the first bracket make some space and write the second bracket. In the above, in this code there are total 5 identifiers. How can we identify these identifiers? In the program, let me discuss or let me find the identifier. So first identifier is test. Test is totally different. We have make it user defined. So first one is a test. Then main method that covered for identifier. Then third thing, that is a string predefined class name. It is a predefined class name. Then arguments, string and arguments both. Argument means it is a variable name. You can write here AR or ARG or A, whatever you can write. Then last one is a variable name. Variable name declare here A. Remaining of these all are keyword, that is keywords. Which are the keywords? So it is a totally different from identifier. Remaining is integer, public, static and void. That's all are keywords. So keep in mind, keywords and identifier both are different. Java variables. What do you mean by variables? A variable is container which hold the value which Java program is execute. A variable is assigned with the data type. Variable is the name of memory location. There are three types of variable like local, instance and static variable. There are two types of data types in Java. First one is a primitive data type and second one is a non-primitive data type. So if you define the variable, so variable is a name of reserve area allocated in memory. In other words, it is a name of memory location. It is a combination of vary and able. That means value can be available. Reserve area. Here the reserve area that indicate by location. So in the RAM 10 is available here. So you can say that integer data is equal to 100 or 10. Here data is variable. Here data is variable. Integer data is 100. Instead of 10 you can write 100. So this 100 is stored in particular area of RAM. So we can say that it is a reserve area. Let me discuss the types of variable, that is a local, instance and static variable. So what do you mean by local variable? A local variable that declare inside the body of the method is called local variable. Local variable cannot be defined with static keyword. We can't use static keyword for local variable. Second thing, that is the instance variable, a variable declared inside the class but outside the body of the method is called instance variable. It is not declared as a static. It is called the instance variable because its value is instance specific and it's not shared among the instance. And last one is a static variable. So static means it is a fix. So static variable which is declared static is called the static variable. It cannot be local. You can create a single copy of static variable and share among all the instances of a class. Memory allocation for static variable happens only once when the class is loaded in the memory. So this is a simple description of variables. And variable literals are totally different for variable, like constant are value that given to the identifier that do not change and their value through the execution of the program. So some of the constant also available. Here one example to understand the types of variable in Java. Here one class is created, that is a class A. Integer data is equal to 50, that called instance variable. And if you write the static variable, so static keyword must be mentioned there. Static integer m is equal to 100, that is a static variable. Then void method integer n is equal to 90, that is a local variable. Why it is called local? Because it declared inside the body. Here this is the body and declared inside the body, so it is called local variable. It cannot affect to the other variable because static and integer data 50, both static variable as well as instance variable, both are declared outside this void method. Variable are value given to the identifier that can be changed their value during the execution of a program. And let me discuss the assignment statement. So assignment is one type of operator that covered also in operator. Here assignment statement is an expression that evaluate a value which is assigned to the variable on left side of the assignment operator, where an assignment expression is the same like variable is equal to expression. So here name of the variable is used and here expression is used. That is called the assignment statement, or here expression it is called assignment expression. System.out.println x is equal to 1. So in this x is variable, and 1 is expression. Here between this equal to sign is used, which is equal to x is equal to 1, system.out.println x. So value of x will be print. You can use a is equal to a plus b. So in this a is a variable and a plus b is one expression. Between this expression we are using the equal to sign. Java naming convention in the Java programming language has a rule that you need to follow when naming variable in Java. If you break the rule, the program will not compile and will generate an error. Let us consider some of the more common naming convention for variable in Java. Like variable name are case sensitive. We cannot write the same name, like here sum and sum, both are different, because in this sum I write first letter as capital and this sum also a different variable. Variable name cannot be a Java keyword. We cannot use Java keyword like integer, float, static. That type of a word we cannot use in as a variable, because Java name cannot be a Java keywords. Main is not a keyword in Java. Main is not a keyword in Java. Java variable name cannot have a space. Means if you declare the variable like sum of number, so this type of a variable can't require any space. This is a wrong declaration. Instead of, you have to write sum of underscore number, or remove the underscore, continue, you can write the sum of numbers. Here data types used in Java, like primitive data types and non-primitive data types. So which are the primitive data types of Java? That's are integers, floating point, characters and boolean. In the integers also covered like byte, short integer, long integer. In floating point also cover the float and double value. Character, that is a character, and boolean also called the true and false value, it is a boolean. In the non-primitive data type, that is a string, array, list, set, stack, vector, dictionary, all user defined classes, etc. All things covered into the non-primitive data types. So what is the main difference between primitive and non-primitive? Primitive data types, these are the built-in data type. We can say that primitive data type is a built-in data type. In non-primitive, these are created by user, so we can say that user defined. Primitive data type does not support the additional methods, but non-primitive data type support the additional method. We can write our own method like day is one data type that created by user. Always has a value in primitive data type, but it can be null in primitive data type. Primitive data, non-primitive data type. Then primitive data type with lowercase letter, it start with lowercase letter, but non-primitive data type start with uppercase letter. Then in primitive data type, size depend on the data type, size must be dependent, and in non-primitive data type, same size for the all. We can use the same size for all. Then Java expression. Java expression are construct from operands and operator. Operators and expression indicate which operation to apply to the operands. To order of the evolution of operators in expression is determined by precedence and associativity of the operator. An operator is a special symbol which indicates the certain process is carried out. Operators in programming language are taken from mathematics. Like here 6 type of operator is used. In the C programming we all familiar this 6 type of operator. So first one is a arithmetic operator to the work of arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. A plus B, A minus B, A multiplied by B, all things are arithmetic operator. Then assignment operator. Previously we have all discussed about the assignment operator, assignment expression that are used to assign a value to property or variable like A is equal to 5, that is called assignment operator. Here I define value of A is 5. So all the program the value of A remain same. Then assignment operator can be numeric, date, system or time or text. Third, that is a comparison operator. So how can we write the comparison operator? That are used to perform the comparison. A greater than B, A less than B. Okay. This type of operator that is called comparison, or we can say that it is a relational operator. Comparison, or we can say that a relational operator. Fourth one is a concatenation operator. It is a totally different from C operator. So concatenation operator is used by using plus symbol, plus sign, that is used for concate two things. Logical operator, which are the logical operator we all familiar, and, or, not, that's all are logical operator to perform the logical operation, ending, oring and not operation. Then Boolean operation, Boolean operator that include the and, or, exclusive or not operator that can have one of the two values, true or false value. Boolean that cover the true and false value. Operator precedence means if several operations occur in the expression, each part is evaluated and resolved in the predetermined order, that is called the operator precedence. Parentheses can be used to override the order of the precedent and evaluate some part of the expression before other. Operation within the parentheses are always performed before those outside within the parentheses. However, normal operators precedence is maintained. Then the precedence of the operator must be sequence in which operator will be operated on. In case of multiple operators in statement, which operator will be executed first and which operator will be executed later. The associativity of operator refer the direction in which operation will be performed in case of equal precedence operator. Like multiple additions are there in the statement, then it will be performed from left to right. We will see in example. But some of the operators like here bracket, round bracket, plus, double plus symbol, minus minus symbol, explanatory sign. So all these operator are performed here. This one is precedence of this operator that perform left to right, and this one only used for right to left. So this is the direction of the operators. In the next session we will discuss the program or implementation of Java. Thank you for attending the session.